sarcastic upon me not. The rubbish is waiting for your highness. Like, it really felt like that.
You guys, thank you for joining us for our second episode of Patio Talks.
Okay, second episode.
Second
Número
episode.
dos.
I'm here with
Pablo. Que lo que?
Hi, Pablo. Tell them who you are, what you do.
Yeah, my name is Pablo. No Escobar, man. No cocaine, no drugs. But I'm an actor. I'm a comedian. I'm a model. I'm a host. I'm a painter. I'm a Sunday school teacher at church. Man, I do everything but drugs, pretty much. Literally. I might be in some drug movies, but I still not doing drugs.
You know what? Drugs. You're good in those too, because you're so convincing. Like, you would never guess that he's a Sunday school teacher if you saw those movies.
If you saw those movies, yeah.
You'd be like, man, he really lives this.
I think too, like, just being around it, and like as an actor, you know, you just have that empathy for other people. You know, say, hey, you know, depending on who I see, like, I don't judge. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the role is of the character, you know, you just try to put yourself in their shoes without showing any type of bias, you know, towards them.
I like that. That's no, that's powerful.
Thank you for having me too, man. I like the patio. First of all, before we get started, hey, y'all, she got the patio lit. She got the mango, the blueberries, strawberries. She got the margarita. You know, she don't drink. You know?
Right. Yours is a virgin mimosa.
A virgin mimosa. And she got the candles.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
Good
life. Cheers. I want to drink too much. Hold up.
You gonna be tipsy?
Just leave it. But yo, I like your setup, man. This is nice, man. Patio Talks.
Thanks.
Episode 2.
This is my vision, like, come to life. I'm like, okay, plants.
Yeah.
Having snacks and
greenery.
Just talk, you know, just like conversation.
And that's how it was back in the day. Sometimes you might just sit on the patio and talk to your mom, or your grandma, you know, or your cousin that, you know, just got out of jail. You like, man,
let me tell you.
Let me tell you what happened when I was in the pit.
That part. Speaking of good conversation, you were telling me all about your trip to Germany.
Wow,
Tell us.
Germany was so beautiful, y'all. Like, so beautiful. And Germany was the longest vacation I've ever taken, a little over 2 weeks. And Germany was also the first solo trip I took out the country. I had never been out the country just by myself, you know what I'm saying? And so many blessings came out of Germany, and I went there for one reason, and so many things came out of that. I ended up meeting up with my frat brother, man, who works for Got Bag, the #1 sustainable bag company in the world. We shot a commercial for them. We actually had a chance to see that commercial before we put it out to the public. I shot it, edited, scored it, everything. Now Got Bag is, you know, using me to help them do some more promotions. Ended up meeting with my family on my dad's side of the family that had no knowledge of. Yeah, my grandfather's brother's son, his whole family lives in Germany. Kind of find out I had a chance to watch him perform for his band called The Joker. And he said, Pablo, man, come over for coffee and tea the next day. I was like, coffee and tea? I said, no, I'm not really a big coffee fan. Correction, coffee and cake. I said, but I come over and get some cake, but I don't have to worry about the coffee. So, you know, talking to my family, I find out, Milan, I got family in London. I got family in Paris. I got family in Italy. I got family in Amsterdam. I'm like, what? Like, I never knew about none of this stuff going on.
You start checking flights.
I said, okay, I need to start coming out to visit, you know, more. And the family lives in a house that my great-great-grandfather built in 1905. And the house is completely remodeled, almost like something from New York. The only thing that's old in the house is the steps. That's the only thing that's old. And they have a garden. They was growing strawberries, peaches, cucumbers. And like, everybody just grab some cucumbers. I said, you know, when I was in Turkey, we was eating at a restaurant on a patio like this. Lady reached out of her bathroom and grabbed an orange. I said, man, why we can't live like that in America? Like, why we can't have that type of freshness in America?
That type of quality.
And like, just learn about my family. And so, you know, I'm meeting everybody. They like, Pablo, so what do you do? I think I'm an actor in the stage. I do comedy. Well, tell us some jokes then. I said, oh, you want to hear some jokey jokes? Hey, yo, where my relationships at? And then I said, we would have got one relationship. I said, come on, y'all. I said, man, relationships nowadays is rough. Like, most relationships, they don't last longer than a collect phone call from jail. Everybody's laughing. So my cousin's like, Pablo, I want you to email this lady in the morning and let me know what happened. I didn't think nothing of it. So I emailed the lady and I said, hey, Carolina, you know, my name is Pablo. Aisha's my cousin. I'm from the States. I'm an actor, a comedian, model. She said, okay, cool. I sent her my information and she sends me an email back. Hey, Pablo, we want to represent you. She said, we love you. Look, we want to represent you. I said, what? I said, no, stop playing. She said, no, what city is? She sent me the contract. Then she sent me what she needs, the photos. So now I call my agent in New York. I say, hey, Kaya, is there going to be a conflict of interest doing acting in Germany? Like, she said yes and no. I said, well, all right, what's the yes? She said, well, if they get the same bookings that you get here in the States, then it's going to be, you know, different. I'm like, oh, dang. So now I'm thinking to myself, man, like, this big opportunity about to go to waste. And she tells me, we'll find out. So I asked her, hey, do you got any US clients? We don't really deal with the US clients. We have a lot of Germany, Spain, and London. I said, bet. So now I'm going through more stuff with the contract, looking at the percentages, everything they take out. I said, all right, bet. So before I signed the contract, like I was showing you, I had to download this app called Vila, so I could call the landline because I was tired of just emailing and waiting days to get the emails, a 6-hour time difference. So yesterday, you know, I'm at UMES. I get up at 5 a.m. I was like, hey, I'm calling. He said, Pablo, you don't have to call this early. He said, what time is it in the States? I said, man, it's probably like, you know, 5 a.m. He said, call me when you wake up. So I called him, I wake up. I said, is there anything else that you need from me? He said, yeah, man, you know, we just need your specs. He said, you know, your sizes, what dialects you have, what accents you do, what sports you play, what talents. So I had to go write all that down. I was just like, man, all of this happened from just being open
In the
and
right
not
place
in the
at the
right place
right
at the right time and
time.
not being
Yeah,
scared. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I was scared going to
Yep.
Germany. And now I look
Why were
back,
you scared? Were you scared because you were like flying by yourself, or is your first time,
I
or
was scared because it was my first time to Germany. I ain't do no homework, learning the language, so everything I learned was pretty much
do they
on
speak?
the
They speak
plane.
English
They speak
mostly.
English.
Okay.
They speak English,
Okay.
but they speak German and Dutch. So I was learning like Danke schön, meaning like thank you. The gets, how are you? When they say hello, they be like hello. I would say hello, can you go? Hello, can you go?
They would have been looking at you like
They're
Vots.
like, what's that?
Vots, you say?
What?
Vots, you say?
And they say, Pablo, if you know woe is, that means like where is, you always be good. I'm like, excuse me, woe is, and I'll be at the train and I show them, I'm trying to get to Schaffensburg or I'm trying to get to Darmstadt or Frankfurt. And they were like, oh, okay. And then they would point me in the right direction. But it was just so beautiful, man. Even driving out to Munich. Shout out to my boy Luke, Ileana, from Russia, Luke from Italy. Great conversation, great meeting. Met them at Tanks Fight in March. Didn't even know he was in Germany. I thought he was in Italy, and I was posting on my Instagram. He said, Pablo, you gotta come see me. When he said Munich, I'm thinking it's right around the corner. I typed it in the GPS. It's a 6-hour drive. Me and my buddy Corey, we take the drive, man. They waiting on me. We don't get out to Munich until almost midnight, and we only had an hour to talk to them. And we got a chance to find out about Luke quitting school when he was in high school, 16, starting his own business. Now he's doing marketing for boxing, and he's actually going to be moving to the U.S. Soon, either to Miami or New York.
Oh, nice.
So now
nice.
We just like connecting the dots, man. And
is he gonna be working out here? Like
he's
doing
been working out here,
marketing?
so he does a lot with like boxers, promoting them, sponsoring them for their fights. So you definitely see Luke a lot. Yeah, it was pretty dope, man. Oh, I forgot to tell you the foods.
Get out of my head. I was literally just about to ask you. Tell us about the
food. Yo, Germany, they have the best bread in the world. Like I had this, I had what was it? A spinach pizza. I can't remember the place. It was like in Darmstadt. I had a spinach pizza. Pizza was off the hook. I had some what was that stuff called? Seafood pasta. Then I had some chicken pizza. I had.
I don't have like gluten.
No, not a lot of gluten. They got so much bread. Even McDonald's got bread. They got croissants at McDonald's. They got muffins. They got Cinnabons.
Did you have almond croissant?
I had almond croissant.
Oh my! With the paste inside.
With the paste inside, young. I'm surprised I didn't get fat when I was in Germany. Like I was eating so much food. They got fresh ingredients. Like they said, no GMO, none of that stuff.
What's the most beautiful scenic? Oh, steak.
The most beautiful scenic?
Yeah, like area that you went to.
I would say the most beautiful. There was a tower in Darmstadt that was really beautiful, like downtown. But the most beautiful scenic spot I think had been in Prague. We was in the Czech Republic. We was near the astronomical clock. It goes off every hour. Ding, ding. It felt like we was like back in the day. We took a tour, through Prague. But the buildings, they look like it's in the 1700s.
That's beautiful.
And when I was talking to the people in Germany, they would show me the different buildings. And like, Pablo, you see that building right there? Okay, that is a building that wasn't affected during the war. A lot of buildings were like bombed, you know what I'm saying? And what was it like Frankfurt and like Darmstadt? But the new buildings, they didn't have like all of the nice architecture designs. So you could see the difference between a new building and the old building. So the new building you had with no type of architectural landscape or anything, those were the new buildings, and the old buildings were the ones that still had all of the intricacies and the windows, and
that architecture back then
was beautiful. And a lot of Germany's architecture designs came from Italy. So a lot of their designers were in Italy. So when you see a lot of the buildings in Germany, a lot of the Italian architects went to Germany and used their same designs.
The more you know.
Yeah, I learned so much in Germany, man.
Hey, yeah,
you gotta go. You gotta go.
For sure.
Like, yo, ven aquí, mami. Vamos.
I want to go to Munich.
Vamos. Munich. Oh, like I said, Munich, y'all, is like the richest city in Germany. Like all the millionaires live in Munich. Like equivalent to you driving down DC or U Street or the Bowie Town Center. All the restaurants and all the buildings like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Montclair, Rolex. They're like storefronts that are just, you can just walk right into them.
What's that area down DC?
What you talking about?
What's that area? DC. It's like with the cobblestone streets.
Oh,
Georgetown. Is it like Georgetown?
It's something like Georgetown, but it's like better than Georgetown. It's like a heightened Georgetown.
Yeah, gotta check that out.
Yeah.
So I do want to pivot a little bit here. Okay. If you don't mind. I want you to talk a little bit about your acting, because I got a lot of questions about that.
Okay.
Like,
okay. What part?
Talk about some projects that you have coming up, but I want to know, like, what is something that you wish people knew about what you do?
Let me think. Well, granted, it definitely is. It's a lot of studying. I wish people knew how much I read, because acting is a lot of reading, And people think, oh man, you
Say
just
that
hop on
again.
camera, man, you just do what you do.
Oh.
No, man, you're reading like the same lines over and over. Sometimes you read it so much, you don't want to read it anymore. You're like, yo, I'm tired of
I'm
reading
tired
all
of
this
this.
stuff. But once you read it and like learn it, I
Mm.
think it's so dope. And I think most people don't know, like, I'm a people watcher. I just sit, like, even at the train station. I was in
It's so
Germany,
much fun. Oh
just
my
watching people
gosh.
walk and looking when they stressed out, when they happy, when they say,
Mm-hmm.
like, look, okay, I know they probably just got to break up. Dang, they probably just got a promotion.
Mm.
Ooh, they probably they might have just lost their job. So it's like you looking at
Mm.
all these emotions and just getting to get them in an
Studying
authentic
the
way.
human.
And when they pacing, they looking down at their watch, like, okay, they
Mm-hmm.
got somewhere to be, like,
Mm-hmm.
today, right now, but they don't have, the bus didn't get here or the train didn't get here. But yeah, I'm a people watcher, man. I love to read. I love to read. I'm trying to think. What was the other question you about
Oh, just talking about some of the projects you have
projects?
coming up,
Oh, so I
or
just gotta.
something that you want to share.
Okay, so we got 3 projects actually right now. We just finished up
Ooh.
a project. Actually, it's 4.
Ooh.
We just finished up the making of her. Shout out to Krishna. Shout out to Shakina, my boy Ansar Q. I'm actually playing a hitman in this film, and a Spanish hitman at that. Like, yo, maquilos, donde está? So I chose. They actually let me choose the role because at first they're like, do you want to be the hitman or the driver? I said, well, I've never done like a bad role. Everybody always see me, being good and being
A good
nice and
guy.
funny.
Yo,
I
yo.
said, let me just
Sunday
switch it
school
up.
teacher.
Sunday school teacher. I was speaking Spanish one time, and the lady was like, Pablo, what you say? She said, that sounds so sexy. She said, you turning me on. I said, let's see. I said, look, I wasn't trying to turn you on. I said, I was just, in character. And so we got I'll Find You coming up. The movie that you came to see, Stoners.
Oh my
Stoners.
God, you guys.
I'm playing a weed bandit. I ain't gonna say weed bandit, but a
Playing
weed
a,
misfit.
you playing a stoner,
Yeah, I'm playing a stoner.
just a guy
You
who's
know,
getting by, like
just get by,
smoking weed every day.
right. Shout out to Stan, the writer, the creator. Shout out to Cricket. Shout out to Five, our DP. You know what I'm saying? Goofy's in it. My boy Jeff. You know what I'm saying? We got so many dope people. Q is actually in that
I see,
movie
yeah, yeah.
too.
He was at the premiere,
He's
right?
at the
Yeah.
premiere. That one's actually gonna be dropping on Tubi on the 26th of
Nice.
September. So
Nice.
everybody will be able to get a chance to see it, and it's funny because, like, when I start speaking Spanish, man, what you say? Man, speak English. I like, yo, te aprecio mucho. Man, what you say? Bro, I appreciate you. Oh, all right, bet. So I think it was cool, like, me speaking Spanish, and like, they're like, man, shut the F up, Joey. Shut the F up. You know what I'm saying? We also got I'll Find You. So this is a completely opposite of me. I'm playing a homeless autistic kid, and I actually went to a autistic school to build on the character and to kind of,
Mm.
like, just bring it into home.
I
And
love when, I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's
nah,
real quick. I love when actors like do their research on the
yeah. Oh
character.
my goodness, it makes it that much better, Milan. And as we like to be, authentic and
Mm.
everything. And when I took on a role, I was like, man, I've never played, an autistic kid. And I was like, okay. So I started looking at who played an autistic character before. And Leonardo DiCaprio, Road to Gracie Grace, and Cuba Gooding Jr., Radio. I said, well, I don't want to mimic their, portrayal. So I'm gonna go to a real school. So I went to the school and I'm like, hey, can I just watch some of the students? People watcher. Can I watch some of the students just to see, what they do when they get mad? What do they do when they get happy? When they get sad? Or, you know, just the little nuances that they might do with their hands or their feet. And when I went on set, they was like, I know Pablo be like K-Lo, K-Ed and happy, but is something wrong with him? And the lady said, no, that's his character. She said, oh, okay.
Acting.
And so acting,
Acting.
acting. And so that one was just so beautiful, man. And I can't wait for people to see me,
I cannot wait to see that one.
That one is so
I
beautiful.
cannot
And
wait.
actually, speaking of which, Milani, we're having 3 premieres. We're 2 right now. We're working on the third one. The first premiere is going to be the 27th of September. We're going to be in Williamsburg, Virginia. Then on October the 19th, we're going to be in Atlanta at the Peachtree Festival. And we're working on a premiere on October the 11th. That's going to be right here in DC. So we're looking at some venues right now. So
I'm
this
gonna be right there in
right
your
there.
luggage, in your luggage, like
I'm like, yo, mira, vamos. Like, yo, where we
you're
going?
gonna be like, yo, why is this bag so heavy,
Right.
man?
And I appreciate you, man. Like, you've been so supportive
Of
in
course.
all my films, all my projects, even the projects that we shoot outside of filming, like it's like having like that best friend that just got you. She gets you and she understands what you're going through and you understand the acting life and the acting life and supporting your projects. And it's crazy, y'all, how we got reconnected at the Black Star Film Festival in Philly. I'm sitting there, I got my movie, she got her movie, and I look up, I like, Blondie? She said,
like,
Paul. I said, what you doing here? And yo, we've been locked in ever since. And that day that we was at that festival, Black Star in Philly, we manifested like, hey, we gonna act together. We've been in so many projects together since that film festival. So I'm honored for your friendship and honored for the support.
Yo, you be cracking me up. You be cracking me up.
Man, I appreciate you, man. From the bottom of my heart, Melania. I appreciate you. Real talk.
I appreciate you too. I appreciate you too. I love watching you thrive. Like,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's not like people say, it's not easy. And the crazy part is we have so much in common. Like we both take care of our family. You understand, me take care of my dad and nursing home. He actually called me just now, asking me for some items that he needs that I gotta go pick up real quick. Then my nephew, be need me, my sister be need me, and I'm still trying to balance traveling. So I'm in Germany, making sure like, sis, you good? You need something? Jaleel, hey, you better listen to mommy. All right, when I come home, I don't want to hear, you wasn't listening, you weren't paying attention. So it's like, trying to balance all that. I feel like God is just honoring, me and my consistency and being able to balance so much. Because he knew most people can't put all of this weight on them, losing their mom, losing their little brother, you know what I'm saying? Losing my girl last year, to cancer. Like most people can't deal with all that and still keep a positive mindset.
That's so true. That's so true.
So I'm just honored that, like they say, man, I don't look like what I've been through. I don't look like what I've been through.
I like that. I like that.
So it's grateful, man. It's grateful. And like I said, I appreciate you so much. And like just being able to act. And when I was telling you about, quit my job, you're like, yo, Pablo, you got this. Don't stress. Like, God's gonna work it out. God's gonna work it out. It's coming. And when God starts coming, he pours like an ocean. Like the blessing just be coming back to back. Like even like I guess I can talk. I'm not gonna say the title of the project, but after I got back from Germany, I'm still on jet lag. I'm still on jet lag, and I'm like, man, I'm tired. My sister, she's about to take my nephew out to the basketball court into the park. She comes back to the house. I'm like, Dominique, like, why you come back so early? She said there was no kids at the park, and Jaleel needs some kids to play with. So I'm gonna take him to the other park on Whiskey Bottom. I said, you know what? I'm about to just push, and I'm about to go to this park with them. So I go to the park. I'm with Jaleel. We hanging out. I'm helping him shoot. I'm playing with a flat basketball. My pump needle just broke while I get to the basketball court. So I see these two white guys. They're looking at me playing, and they're playing tennis. So I just happened to ask them, hey, you played tennis in college? They's like, no, I ran track. I said, well, I ran track. He said, I ran cross country. He said, I ran the quarter mile. I was like, nice. Wow. He said, you from around here? I said, yeah, I live around here, but I just got back from Germany. He said, what were you doing in Germany? I said, I'm filming, meet with some agents, networking. He said, we need to talk. I said, talk about what? He said, well, I'm working on a project for Netflix. I said, say what? He said, yeah, man, I think you'd be perfect for this role I got for you. I was like, well, let me get your number. And it just happened so fast. And so I'm excited. I get his number. I get his brother's number. He loves Jaleel. And I introduced him to my sister. Why him and my sister used to work together in Olive Garden.
Small world.
Small world.
Small world.
He said, Pablo, we were supposed to film this project in 2020. But COVID happened. And production got shut down.
See how things work.
Like it was so beautiful. This guy's all the way from freaking Seattle, Washington, and you here in Laurel, Maryland, at the basketball court playing tennis and watching me. He said, Pablo, man, I like what you was doing with your nephew, man. Like that was so beautiful. He said, man, I thought he was your son. I said, yeah, he's really like a son. And we just had a meeting today, and I've been like just connecting the dots and helping him put his team together. And he said, Pablo, man, it was nothing but God that brought you to that basketball court that day.
Yep.
And I'm glad you were obedient and you came out. He said, because if you would have never came out, we would have never met.
Right.
And, you know, like she say, you got to be at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
So that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
It is beautiful how things come together.
Yeah.
How things come together for you,
For
you know?
Amen.
Specifically for you.
Amen.
Like
and
your own path. Like, and
it's
people always talk about carving out your own path, but that could mean so many things.
it could.
You know?
It could. And if you're not focused, you could be carving out the wrong path.
Yes,
Or carving out a path you think is right.
Right. And wasting time.
And wasting time. So that's how I be praying. I be telling God, like, you know, guide me. I said, God, just put me around people that can make a difference in my life. Because I said, I know who I am. I know what I can do. I know what services I offer, my talent. But I just need to be around the right people, because you could be a diamond and people don't realize you're a diamond. Like, you know, you can't get a praise if you're a diamond at the pawn shop. You know, the pawn shop was like, hey, yeah, Lonnie,
about $50.
This diamond here, $50. And you looking like, I know this is like 24 karat. This is, you know, princess cut, this and this. Then you take it to a diamond collector and he said, yo, this is actually 25,000. And you looking like, wow. So with that being said, you can't let people that don't understand your value put a value and a price tag on you. Because if you do, you're going to look at yourself as less than, and you really shouldn't be. You should look at yourself as the highest of the high.
I love that.
Even the dog say, yeah, that's true. That's true.
The dog like preach.
Dog like preach.
I love that. I love that.
So it's just so beautiful, man. What else you got for me? I see you got your notebook.
I do,
man.
I do.
Milani got the question. Your next. And Milani, we still gotta redo our joint too. The joint, when you get caught cheating on Telemundo. The Spanish joint. We
got so many skits
to do
that we get. And I've been coming up with so many ideas for shorts and films and stuff like that. I need to pull a crew together, and I need some Chavo.
Chavo. Ya tú sabes.
Okay, what is your favorite part about what you do?
My favorite part about what I do is I get to make people smile.
I like that.
I get to make them laugh. And,
go ahead.
And sometimes you get to make them cry.
Yeah.
Because life ain't easy, you know. So I feel like I get a chance to take people through all the emotions.
I like that.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of what I do.
What are some things about what you do that frustrate you?
Like the callbacks, you know what I'm saying? Like you waiting, you're like, I know I did a good job. Like, when they gonna call me back?
Yep.
And then when they finally call you back, you just got to be ready. So it's like you're waiting, you're expected not to get picked, but then when you do get picked, you got to be ready for what they picked you for. I think that's probably the only thing, because I love auditioning. Like, when I do an audition, I don't think about. Yeah, I love the audition. Okay. I look at each audition like a comedy show. Like, all right, I'm about to perform in front of the director. Whether they like me or don't like me, it's okay.
They see you.
They see me.
See you, and they're gonna remember you.
And they're gonna remember me. And it doesn't matter if you get picked. It matters about winning the room. Like, dang, Pablo was hilarious. All right, he wasn't tall enough for this joint, but you know what? I got something else for him. So I tell actors, man, win the room. Don't worry about just winning that audition, because if they remember you, they're going to bring you back for another thing. And what's for you isn't going to pass you up.
I like that. Yeah. I like that.
So
I like that. I need to have that mentality. And sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like, oh, great, an audition. You know, I get a chance to make an impression on this casting director.
But it do get sad sometimes. You're right. I know you're like, dang, man, I ain't get a call back. Shit, I did auditions all summer. Like, you know, but just before you do your audition too, I would pray, like, God, you know, if it's for me, it's for me.
Amen.
Bless the director, you know, bless the casting director, you know what I'm saying? And
bless them so that they may see that I'm the one.
Right, that I'm the one, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, you could not get the role to be the perfect candidate, but they don't want to pay you to fly you out. They want, I want a New York local, or I want a New Jersey local.
But the thing that makes me so mad about that is if it's a celebrity, y'all gonna pay them
to come out
millions.
Millions, but you
and I
can't pay
get it.
little old
I'm not,
me.
yeah, and I get it. I'm not, name brand, whatever. I'm not a household brand, but it's like
Right.
you guys have the budget,
The budget.
just not for me.
Just not for me. But it's coming. But it's coming.
Yes.
And when you do make it like, dang, I overlooked her. Wait, she auditioned for this project.
Right.
And you gonna make her feel bad. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Taste a piece of that humble pie. Where they say eat, 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 eat. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's okay, because there's so many auditions, that I didn't get. But I think the worst thing too is when you don't book it and you see the project come out and you see who they cast, like, what? They got it over me?
Oh my god.
They don't even look natural. What were they doing?
Oh my gosh.
So it's like, you be like, maybe they know somebody that I don't, or maybe they got a connection with somebody, but like, all right, that was for them. But don't be jealous. Don't be mad either. That like, okay, cool. I'm like, they got it. So like when people get roles and stuff, I always congratulate them. I hype them up. I don't be mad because you being mad about not getting a role could block your blessing.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It could block your blessing.
That lesson that you just said, I learned that early on, but I really put it into practice recently.
Okay.
I auditioned for this essential water commercial.
Okay.
Essential water.
Okay, yeah, I drink that water a lot, yeah.
And they wanted a female weightlifter, and I go to the gym every day. I lift weights, and I sent in my audition tape of me working out, lifting weights. And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty built.
Right,
I'm
right.
toned,
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I'm in the subway in New York, and I'm waiting on my train, and I see the ad, and I see who they picked.
Oh,
it's a skinny woman.
What?
I'm like,
they wanted a petite bodybuilder.
Yeah. I'm like, but
where they do that?
Right. I'm like, this person looks like they don't lift weights, like you wanted a weightlifter, but this
person, a weightlifter, you got a cross country runner.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
But like you said, I was like, you know what? Maybe they knew somebody, maybe they had it in. I was like, it wasn't for me.
It wasn't for you.
And
and sometimes I'd be happy, like some roles that I didn't get selected for, because you see where it went at.
Right.
Yeah. You see how it came out, like, I'm not putting my brand with that. No quiero, papi, no.
That's a fact.
Man, so I appreciate that question though. Yeah, that's probably the main thing that might frustrate me is you waiting for the call back. And then when you get the call back, you got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure my hair still look the same way it did during the audition. Got to call my barber. Hey, can you cut me?
Can you squeeze me in?
Squeeze me in. Hey, Pablo.
Yeah, what time? 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Look, I be right there. Like, all right, what you need, man? Just take it down a little fade. I'm like, shoot. So it's like having everybody on standby, and that's where the support comes from. Everybody got to be ready. Like, dang, Pablo, you got to go here, you got to go there. I was telling myself, like, look, sis, I'm just letting you know I got to go to Williamsburg. I got a comedy show coming up. I got this movie premiere coming up next month. I'm not gonna be here this date, that date. So if you need to borrow the car, take your little, I'll leave the keys. So my mind is always planning like ahead. I got everything, in my calendar, on my phone. So I try to. And even with the calendar, sometimes I still be forgetting. I'm like, shit, I gotta do this. That's right. Shoot. And my sister's like, yeah, you double booked. I'm like, I can squeeze it in. I can squeeze it in. So it's cool though. It's cool. I like it. Yo, hey, but this mango,
Dios mío. Oh my god. So I froze them. Isn't that good?
Yo, this mango is bomb. This tastes like Germany. I ain't gonna hold you.
Fresh.
Fresh. Y'all need some of that mango. For real.
Oh, Pablo, I appreciate you so much. Yo, tell everybody where they can find you, your socials, your website.
Y'all can find me on all platforms. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter at Paul C. Jury, Paul, the letter C, Jury. That's also my website, paulcjury.com. My email is paulcjury.actor@gmail.com. DM me, hit me up, man, if y'all need some advice. You know what I'm saying? If y'all going through, a little rough, gray area, every day is not going to be easy, but every day is going to be a beautiful day. And I always leave people with 3 quotes Whatever the mind conceives, best believe you can achieve. Nothing beats a failure but a try. I try till I die. Therefore, I never fail. And last but not least, a lot of people died just so I could have a life. And that's why I give my life as a sacrifice. Que lo que, baby. Ya tú sabes.
Thank y'all.
Gotta get some more.